what's up guys, my name is Daniel Mesco and welcome to my first ever Q&A video. These questions were submitted via YouTube, via Facebook, and via email. So thanks a lot for submitting your questions and I hope you enjoy the answers. So stay tuned. Okay, so first question, CM Barnett wants to know.
Message, CM Barnett. Can you tell us how you get around? I suppose at your home you've memorized where everything is, so I suppose that's not too much of an issue, but how do you go to locations outside of your home? Thanks.
How do I get around? Well, I use white cane to get around, to find like cracks in the ground, to find steps, to find all that stuff. So I'm orientated in the use of a white cane, which I put up a video about, facts about the white cane, a few weeks ago or a month ago, something like that. But yeah, that's how I get around. I also use a share ride service here in LA County. It's a paratransit service for disabled people. It's called Access. That take you from curb to curb, to wherever you want to go and whatnot. There's also Uber, there's Lyft, there's public transit. So yeah, or you could also have just people drive you around. So that's pretty much it for that question.
Josh Z.
Josh Z, what do you want to know, Josh Z?
I have a question that could be a possible video if you haven't made it yet. What's your favorite music? It could include podcasts, audiobooks, anything you like to listen to.
Let me slow it down because I think it's too fast for you guys.
Characters, words, lines, speech rate, 35%, 30%. Josh Z.
So his question was,
I have a question that could be a possible video if you haven't made it yet. What's your favorite music? It could include podcasts, audiobooks, anything you like to listen to.
What's my favorite music? My music, I like anything. I like metal, I like hard rock. I don't like rap. Rap just gets on my nerves. Some catchy songs nowadays are good. I listen to Mexican music. So I know someone in the Reddit post that got posted up a few weeks ago. They suggested I was black. I'm not black. I'm actually Mexican. So I listen to like a lot of Mexican music, also a lot of like banda, which is like, I guess you could say Mexican country music. So I listen to a lot of that. Podcasts, I didn't really get in. I don't know. I know they're probably good. I probably should listen to them.
I have a 25%.
I mean, podcasts are probably good. I just don't really pay attention to them. Audiobooks, I do read audiobooks. I actually just finished reading a really good book. It's called The Crimson Shore. It's a really good like detective horror story book. It's really good. I like a lot of horror stories like Stephen King, Dave Koontz, a lot of that kind of stuff. I also listen to narrated stories here on YouTube. I listen to like horror stories from like Mr. Nightmare, Dr. Horror, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I like that kind of stuff. I like learning something new every day. So yeah, so hopefully that answered your question. Next question.
P.S. George, Lauren Gabrielle.
Lauren Gabrielle, what do you want to know, Lauren Gabrielle?
I always wondered how to help a blind person cross the street or start conversation with a blind person without startling them. I would like to be more friendly and say hello, but that's where I'm always at a loss for how to do that.
Well, that's very kind of you. We need more friendly people like you in the world because, yeah, people like you make the world go around. But just, I don't know, my suggestion would be like just going up to them. Don't just say, hey, you, because they're not going to know. We're not going to know who you're talking to. It was kind of funny that you say that because I was in school one time. I was walking to the bookstore and there was a security guard or school police. And they were yelling, hey, you, and I'm just walking. I'm like, whatever, this guy's probably yelling at somebody. So he comes up to me, he's like, didn't you see that I was talking to you? I'm like, don't be a smartass, Danny, don't be a smartass. I'm like, no, I didn't see you talking. I had my cane in clear sight. But yeah, just tap on the shoulder, say who you are, make your intentions known. That's all I can pretty much say for anybody. Just when it goes to like crossing the street, just tell them, hey, would you need some help crossing the street? Because I don't know, just my experience, whenever I don't need help, people come up to me, but whenever I do, there's no one around. The ironies of life. So just make your intentions known. Don't just grab my cane, or don't grab someone's arm or whatever, because that's gonna make anybody tense. So like, if somebody was coming up to you and I just grabbed you and be like, come this way, and just try to help you out, you're gonna be like, what the hell? But just be cool about it. Tap me on the shoulder or tap someone on the shoulder and say, hey, I'm so and so, would you need any help? So yeah, I think that answers that question. So next question.
Jordan Conus.
Jordan Conis, what do you want to know, Jordan Conis?
I'd love to see more videos on how to approach blind people.
Well, I think I just answered that right there. So, just be cool, make your intentions known, and yeah, just be as friendly as possible. So, yeah,
Tristan Schneider.
Tristan Snyder.
As someone who has had vision for multiple years before going blind, how visual are your dreams? And do you ever see vivid colors in these dreams?
How visual are my dreams? My dreams are very visual, actually. I can actually see in my dream. That's how I know I'm dreaming. So, yeah, I think I just reiterated that already. But I can see in my dreams. I can, so that's how I know I'm dreaming. So I'm like, okay, if I'm having a nightmare, I already know because I'm like, wait a minute, this is visual. Vivid colors? Yeah, I guess like it's my dreams are vivid. I could imagine what color. I know what colors look like, so I guess in that regard, yeah, my dreams are vivid with colors and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Max Gates.
Max Gates, what's up, Max Gates?
I had a question. Do you have a computer setup? PC or Mac, and if so, what kinds of special software do you use? In fact, you should do a review of all the tech that you use.
You know, that's a very good suggestion. But as for tech, let's see. Right now I'm using my iPhone 6. I'm recording on an iPad Mini 4 that's actually on a Logitech Focus keyboard, Bluetooth keyboard. Yeah, Logitech Focus keyboard. I actually use a Bluetooth speaker on my iPhone to make the speed sound a little louder. It's a Monster Clarity HD speaker, so I use that. And for computers, I use Windows. Yeah, I use Windows. I'm a Windows guy. Would want to get a Mac, but they're just too gosh darn expensive. And yeah, but I use a Windows. I have an HP notebook, quad core. Yeah, HP notebook quad core, 15.6 inches. You guys are probably thinking, well, how do you use it if you can't see? There's a screen reading program called JAWS that helps you do anything with a series of key commands, and there is a bit of a learning curve, but I mean, once you know it, you're pretty much set to go. So like, I know some of you are probably thinking like, well, how do you edit your videos? I actually use iMovie on my iPad. It's kind of a process. So I shoot on my iPad and I actually send the videos I like to my phone, and I do the editing from there. I don't know, I just find it easier using iMovie on my phone for some reason. But yeah, you know, that's a pretty good suggestion. I'll think about doing a review on my other tech. That actually sounds like a really good idea. And if you actually want to see that, leave a comment down below. Would really appreciate that. Alright, next question.
Jeremy Hatcher.
Jeremy Hatcher. What do you want to know, Jeremy Hatcher?
I saw in one of your vids that you actually lost your sight a little later on in life, and I'm wondering how difficult the transition was for you. You seem very well-tempered and very proficient at using tech without sight. I would imagine there were struggles initially, but how was the transition from Daily Horoscope notification? Jeremy Hat, I saw in one of your vids that you actually lost your sight a little later on in life, and I'm wondering how difficult the transition was for you. You seem very well-tempered and very proficient at using tech without sight. I would imagine there were struggles initially, but how was the transition from being able to see to not being able to?
Let's see, the transition. It was a bit of a hard transition. Like I said in my Why I'm Blind video, I actually gradually lost my sight little by little. So I started when I was 13. I'm 25 right now, but I lost my sight completely when I was 19. So it was quite a bit of a transition. Like I said, I went from being able to see newspaper print to like absolutely like super large print, and yeah, that was hard. It was hard just getting used to the process of, you know, learning something new, having to depend on your senses, like hearing or smelling and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a bit of a process.
20%, 25%.
Sorry, I'm trying to make it so it won't lock on me. But it's quite of a transition. I mean, you have to have the desire to keep going. But yeah, as for being well-tempered and all stuff like that, well, I've never been quick-tempered. I actually have a really long fuse. It usually takes me a long time to get really upset about something. And I'm the kind of person that if I'm going to learn something, I'm going to learn it. I'm not going to give up on it. So, I mean, that's just with tech. Like, when I first got my first iPhone, it took me, like, forever to, like, write a text message. It took me, like, half an hour to be like, okay, how are you? took me like half
Screen
an hour to
dim.
write that. Someone just wanted to throw it against the wall. And yeah, I think I'm doing good. So yeah, hopefully that answered your question.
Jeremy Hatcher.
Thanks for your question, Jeremy Hatcher.
I saw in
Next
one of your
question.
Richard A. and Schuker.
Richard, what's going on, Richard? What do you want to know, Richard?
Hi, I have 2 questions.
Alrighty, 2 questions.
1. Me. I am, as you say in the States, legally blind and use a 14x magnifier practically permanently in my thumb and index finger. The frustration is when a call comes through and I attempt to look at options on the screen of both my i5s and my i6s, the sensor blanks out the screen because I get too close with my magnifier. Is there any way of disabling this sensor so I can access the features on the screen?
You know, I don't know, but I mean, I know that Apple offers like really good zoom features on their phone, so you could probably use that. I mean, just look into it, or you could also assign people ringtones, or try using voiceover. It's not gonna hurt. I mean, when I was able to see and I used JAWS on my PC, it was before iPhones. I used to use my PC with JAWS, which is the screen reading program I talked about a little while ago, and it actually reads out what you're doing. So you just like touch it if you're not sure what it is
Screen
on the
dim.
screen, and it'll read it out to you. So, I mean, hopefully that helps. Let's get to your next question.
I hope I have explained this well enough.
Next question.
2. I am working with a client who is terminally ill with a brain tumor. He has extremely reduced mobility and it has also affected his eyesight. He uses an iPhone and uses Siri to send text. He can become breathless in sending text and needs to know how to pause in the middle of audio texts. I know how to do it visually, using my magnifier on the microphone button, but he does not have the ability to see the microphone button and only has the ability to use Siri, but does not know how to pause the text when he stops for breath. I hope you can help me to help him so that he can continue to engage with people in the time he has left.
That's really, really great. That's very, very good work you're doing. I remember my first student. She had very limited mobility, just like your student, but she wasn't terminally ill. What you can do is, I actually looked into this. What you can do is, when he's dictating a message to Siri, you can just stop, and she's gonna ask you, "Do you want me to send, change, or cancel, or whatever?" Say add. Therefore, he can add more to the message until he's done saying what he has to say. But that's really admirable.
Screen dimmed.
Best of luck to you in helping him out.
Thanks, Richard, UK.
Richard from the UK. UK's in the house.
Keep up the great work, smiling face with sunglasses.
Thank you, I will.
David Tyndall.
David Tyndall. What's up, David? I actually read your questions before, David. I'm gonna do the best I can to answer your questions, bro.
1. Were you angry when you first went blind? Assuming yes, are you still pissed about being blind?
Was I angry when I first went blind? I was. I thought, why is this happening to me? Why isn't this happening to like the people in jail or the bad people out there? Excuse me, the bad people out there. I'm like, what the hell? But now that I think about it, I'm actually happier than I was back then, because I found what I like doing. I really enjoy teaching people how to use tech and bringing awareness to people and all that stuff. So I'm not angry. I'm actually happy. I actually see it this way. Going blind is probably like the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Screen
I know it
dimmed.
may sound weird to some of you, but I don't know. It just is. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. So yeah, I'm not angry. I'm happy. I wouldn't be teaching. I wouldn't be making videos and stuff like that. Who knows what I'd be doing? But yeah. Next question.
2. When you eat, how do you know there is not something gross in your food? Do you hire someone to thoroughly inspect your food? Because I would.
I trust, I guess. I trust people. Like if there's something I don't like, for example, like if there's like mushrooms on a pizza or pickles on a hamburger. I hate pickles on a hamburger. I don't know. I just take them out. I don't hire anybody. I don't make that kind of money to hire people like that. I wish I did. I wish I had a super awesome paying job like that. It was like full time, but I don't. I'm a part time worker, teaching tech. But no, I do it myself.
Screen dimmed.
I'm a big boy. So next question.
3. When your eyesight first started to go, did you go to a special school for blind people so you could learn how to still be independent? How does that work?
There are.
Undo trash.
Oops, sorry.
Cancel button. Cancel. 3. Message. 2. When you eat, how do you know? 3. When your eyesight first started to go to.
So here's the question. There are special schools. Well, there are schools to help out those who are blind to become independent. I actually work for one of those schools. It's here in SoCal. It's called the Braille Institute of America. There's 5 centers in LA, Santa Barbara, San Diego, Riverside, and I'm forgetting the other one. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this. In LA, of course. Oh, in Orange County. So there are centers out there. There's also other ones that aren't. Well, I don't want to say not known, but there are centers at other centers. So there are centers out there that help out people with low vision or no vision get like familiarized with like how to do stuff. I did go to one of those. That's how like I'm able to like be independent today. So there are centers. Some of them are free. Some of them you have to like pay to go. So yeah. I don't know how there is like in other countries. Like I know in every state here in the U.S. there's like a school for the blind. Each state has like their own school for the blind. So, and there are other like little programs that help out and stuff like that. So, yeah.
4. Why do most of the blind people I see at the VA wear special glasses to hide their eyes? Are blind people ashamed of their eyes, or does the light hurt the eyes?
No. I mean, I don't think I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of my eyes. Actually, my eyes weren't always blue. When I went blind, my eyes actually turned blue. I used to be your stereotypical Hispanic with, brown hair or dark hair, brown eyes, and whatever. But when I went blind, my eyes turned blue for some reason. But people think I was born that way. But whatever. I don't know. I guess they use the sunglasses for like protection. Say like there's like a tree branch that's low, or I don't know, if they fall or something, or they crash into something, or some people actually do have eye conditions where they can't be in the sun for too long, or they can't have exposure to their eyes. So I'm guessing that's why. But not all black people wearing glasses. That's kind of a stereotype. But all right, next question.
5. Do you cry? Rather, are you able to cry tears?
Do I cry? Yeah, I think anybody does. If I hurt myself or something horrible happens, I mean, it's human nature, and yeah, I do cry tears. So, yeah. I mean, some people it's kind of hard too, I guess, because there's like some underlying condition. But, I mean, last I checked, people, I don't know, people do cry tears, I guess. I don't know. Next question.
6. How do you cope with not being able to see the opposite sex and all the wonder and beauty and niceness that is woman? Really, this and the food one are my most important questions, so if you only answer 2, please pick these 2, but I hope you answer them all.
You got it. How? Well, I mean, I didn't say this, but you could touch, you could feel, you can hear what a girl sounds like, or if you're a female, you can hear what a guy sounds like. You can get to know them. Like the book says, don't judge a book by its cover. I've actually been with an amazing woman for like the past 4.5 years, and I met her when I was already blind, so
Screen dim.
I got to know her by talking to her. I don't know, I just liked what I heard and went on with it. She's awesome. She has like a great sense of humor. I don't know, it's more about inner beauty when you're blind. I guess some people go on outer beauty by feel, but I mean, for me, it's inner beauty. What's more important to me? But yeah, hope that answers your question, David. Let me see.
C.N. Barnett. I always wondered how to help a blind person. Lauren Gabrielle.
I lost my track.
Page 2, page 3 of 8. The frustration is when a call comes through and I attempt to look at options on page 4 of 8. Thanks, Richard.
I lost my track.
Page 5 of 8. 5. Do you cry? Rather.
I think that's how I know. I think so. That's when I know when I talk too much, when my phone locks on me. But let me find my place.
6. How do you cope with not being able to? 7.
Okay,
It's scary being blind. Whenever I have to shut off all the lights downstairs, I do it as quickly as I can, then sprint upstairs, because sometimes it's kind of creepy. But if you're blind, does that still affect you?
I know what you feel. I mean, I used to do the same thing. When I was little, I used to just turn off the lights and just run to the living room or run to my room or whatever. So yeah, I know that's like. But is it scary being blind? It is, because when there's like something going on, you don't know what's gonna come at you, or when there's like an evacuation, everyone's like every man for themselves. But I guess in a blackout, I guess we have like the upper hand advantage. Like I guess we have the upper hand because everyone's like, "Oh my god, I can't see." You're like, "Psst, I got this, man. I got this."
Screen
Probably.
dimmed.
But yeah, it has its ups and downs. So yeah.
8.do you worry about if your clothes match or do you just say screw it? I would intentionally wear nothing that match because I don't think it would matter.
That's an interesting point. Some people do and some people don't. I personally like matching. Like I wear colors that are mutual to each other, so therefore anything I would wear would match. But yeah, I mean it depends. There are color identifiers that on your phone, or they have like a separate color identifier machine. But I don't like those, so I usually ask people, or like I already know how the clothes feel, like the clothes feels like. So it's like, okay, this is the black shirt, or this is the blue jeans or one that I wear or whatever. So yeah, I mean I like matching, but yeah. Next question.
9. What is the proper etiquette for approaching and having a conversation with a blind person? For example, I was at the V. And this vet had a dog and I really wanted to talk to him about his dog because the dog was huge, but I didn't know how to start the conversation. I guess what I am getting at is with people that see I just wait to make eye contact and I know to engage in conversation. But with blind people, how do I do it? I would think it would be rude to just tap them on the shoulder to get their attention, no?
No, you don't. It wouldn't be rude tapping them on the shoulder. It'd be, it'd be actually like really good. As for seeing eye dogs, people, I guess it depends on the person. Some people are very, very, very strict when it comes to like having people interact with their dog while they're working. Like that's why they have that little harness that says like "Don't talk to me, I'm working" or something like that. So I mean, have talked to people that have dogs and they let me touch the dog, or like some people that say like, "Oh, she's working right now, so please don't touch her." And I guess it just depends on the person. But I mean, like I said earlier, tapping somebody on the shoulder would probably be like the best way to go. Just explain who you are and just let your intentions be clear. So yeah.
10.is it insensitive to blind people to talk about things I see, like movies or art or television?
No, I think that'd actually be pretty good. Letting me know what you're looking at gives me an idea of what's around me, or something like that. Like if you say like, "Hey, that car has like nice rims or like a nice red paint job," or I could just imagine it. Like people that people that have been like able to see before I went blind have that idea, that way to visualize things in their heads. So I guess for me it'll be okay. You could say like, "Hey, look at that nice artwork," and be like, "Just describe it to me." That'd be awesome. That's very blind friendly of you. So yeah.
Screen dimmed.
Next question.
11.is your electric bill really low because you never have to turn on the light?
My electric bill is not low actually. I actually live with my family, so I have other things going on. Like I have my computer plugged in, or they're watching TV, or the lights are on, or I don't know. I still turn the lights on just so people could see that people are home or whatever. So it's about the same. So yeah, I've heard that question before. You're not the first one that ever asked me that. So next question.
12. How do you cope with missing out on movies? Star Wars just came out and it was freaking awesome. Do you ever feel left out?
Star Wars was amazing. I went to go see it when it came out a couple months ago. It was like the business. But I still watch movies. They have the scripted videos, or at the movies they have like a little earpiece you put in your ear, and as the movie's going on, it tells you what's going on. There's like a little voice that's telling you what's going on. Or whenever I go with my girlfriend, she tells me what's going on. I know people find it annoying that we're talking, or that she's telling me what's going on, but hey, I mean, yeah, we're talking amongst ourselves, so butt out. But yeah, I watch movies. I actually went to go see The Witch a few days ago. It's a scary movie.
Screen
It's
dimmed.
pretty awesome. So yeah. Next question, David.
13. I go to the gym 5 to 7 days a week. If I were to go blind, would I have to give that up, or is there a special gym for blind people?
There is no special. Well, you don't have to give up going to the gym. I actually need to go to a gym myself. I haven't gone in a while. But anyway, there is no special there probably is. I just don't know about it. But I don't think you have to give up going to the gym. I actually used to go with a friend of mine who used to like help me out and go to machine and stuff like that. So you could do that, or sometimes like the personnel in the gym could probably like lead you or guide you to where you have to go. So yeah, there are ways to do it. You could always work out from home or whatever. I don't know. Hopefully that answers your question.
1-4. Besides driving, what are things you can't do that people that see can do?
Things I can't do besides driving. I think reading a paper on the spot. I know that when I used to be in a speech class back in college, everyone had their little cue cards, and I couldn't have one because like I know Braille, but it's not that good. So I was kind of a disadvantage there because I had to memorize my speech, as compared to everyone just had their little flashcards and stuff like that. So I guess that, and also reading paper like
Screen dimmed.
on the spot. There are apps that tell you what the paper it says, but I mean, even those only go so far. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess that's my limitations on that. So let's go to your next question.
1-5. Are there any benefits to being blind?
Are there any benefits to being blind?
Alert. Undo trash.
Crap.
Cancel. Button. Cancel. 1-5.
Are there any benefits to being blind? Some people respect you. I mean, people respect you. People see you differently, I guess. I mean, people don't pick on you like whenever you're walking down the street. Like, don't bother you, I guess. I don't know. You do get Social Security and stuff like that. If you apply for it, you get disability, stuff like that. But I mean, that's if you want to work. But I work, so I don't. Yeah, I mean, everyone should work, but that's just my opinion. But let's go on to your next
Screen
question.
dimmed. 1-6. Is it true that blind people have better sense of smell, hearing, etc.? Alert. Undo trash.
Son of a
Cancel. Button.
biscuit.
Cancel. 1-6.
What happens is I keep shaking my phone, so it just thinks I'm gonna like throw it away. This mail away that I wrote the questions on. So, yeah. Do we have a better sense of smell? I think we do. I think we have a better sense of hearing also. My hearing got better. I can hear things more detailed, I guess. More detailed since I rely on hearing. Like, I know you guys, some of you guys were complaining about the fire alarm, the smoke alarm in my house, so, just a little newsflash that got fixed. But, yeah. It's funny how some of you guys were defending me. Thank you for defending me. How you guys thought it was, like, echolocation. That is, yeah. But echolocation and all that stuff, it's good. My sense of hearing is better. Did get better. Like whenever there's like a squeaky car with like the squeaky brakes, it hurts the hell out of my ears, like real bad. Sense of smell. Yeah, I think I didn't believe this before when I was able to see, but once you go blind, your other senses do kick in to replace the sense that was lost. So yeah, I think that's true. So yeah, David, to answer your question, yeah, I do have a better sense of smell, and my other senses did get better. So let's go to the next question.
1-7. How do you know when it is clear to fart in public? Have you ever thought it was clear to pass gas, but then heard someone joking that you didn't realize was still in the vicinity?
No, that hasn't happened to me. I don't fart. Well, don't fart in public. That's not cool. Go to the bathroom. Or do what they did in the, if you guys watch South Park, they had an episode where they were blaming with farting on the emission of greenhouse gases, so don't fart, you're polluting the atmosphere. But, I mean, later in that episode, people were spontaneously combusting, so wait till you go to the bathroom. I guess, if you really have to, I guess, fart, just go when no one's around, or if something's loud's going on, just let it rip, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, hopefully that answers that. This random question. Oh, David. Alright, next question.
Mark message. Button.
Alright, so that's it for the messages.
Screen locked.
Thanks to everybody who submitted a message or question. I really appreciate it. You guys were awesome. And if you guys have a suggestion for a future video or have any other questions, please go ahead and email me at helpiphone411@gmail.com. And also, if you want to follow me on Facebook to be up to date or announcements with my YouTube videos, I'll drop a link to my Facebook page down below, iPhone 411, facebook.com/iPhone 411. I am on Twitter. I don't really use it though. I mean, it's there. So if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at the iPhone 411. So yeah, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A session. I really enjoyed it. It was had a wide variety of questions. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.